Now this is Tony Pearson from TECNICO Alternate Energy Solutions.
Energy Solutions, that's it, yep.
And the fan behind us is going at an impressive rate of knots at the moment.
Yeah, no, it's doing very well. So it's we've just got enough wind here to get it going nicely today. So it was not too good this morning, but this afternoon's gone really well.
Now, this sort of fan, it's designed to do what exactly?
This size here is designed to run an average sized house. So we've got bigger ones to do farms and businesses, but this one in a decent wind area will run an average house.
So what sort of energy output does it have?
This is a 3 kilowatt. Over a space of a year, it'll put out 7,000 kilowatt hours or units of power a year.
Now you're a regular visitor to Central District's field days. Have you noticed a change in attitude from the people who come through towards wind power?
I'd say there's an answer yes and no to that.
Yeah.
We still have a huge amount of interest. We always have had a lot of interest. I think now it's being seen less and less as a fringe activity, and people are taking it a lot more seriously. And we're getting a better uprate take of actually people buying and installing.
So what sort of investment, if someone's interested, one for a household and two for a farm, are people looking at?
The investment, you're talking of $30,000, $40,000 for a household. For a farm, all depends on the type of farm, but you're talking anything from 60 to 120,000 for a farm. We design it to the size to suit your usage. The bigger your usage and the bigger the turbine and the faster the payback periods are for it. But there's no point putting a bigger turbine than you need because you don't gain the benefit from doing that.
What, not even selling it back to the national grid?
No, the grid will take it back, but they don't pay you a huge amount for it. It's a much better way than storing it in batteries. And so, yes, it's a very good way of using it, but you're doing it as an investment for your own power use, not as a way to generate money from it.
So that brings me to the question of what happens to the electricity that's generated up there? How is it circulated around the house or around the farm?
What happens is this feeds directly through a synchronous inverter onto your any distribution board anywhere on your system. So your system, you will always take whatever the turbine is producing first. If you're producing more than you're using, the surplus feeds back onto the grid and the power company buy that off you. If you're producing less than you need, you'll take whatever the turbine's producing or solar, and it will seamlessly top up from the grid. So there's no switching between one another. You have no idea whether the power is off the turbine, off the grid. You just got constant full power all the time.
Now, while the turbine itself has got all the visual whiz-bangs, you mentioned the solar panels. Now, there's nothing to see here, really, is there? But
right, solar panel is, yeah, it's not as good visually as wind. Wind, as an investment, wind is a lot better if you've got a decent wind resource. If you've got 6 meters or more of wind, then wind is a good investment. If you've got less than that, or if you're in an urban situation, then solar is a much better investment. So, and if you're off grid, and even now with the new tariffs, a combination may actually be the best option for you.
now that's one thing with turbine technology. Has that changed much over the years?
No, the turbine technology is pretty similar. There's a lot of work going on at the moment into the magnets, and at some time in the future there's probably going to be a step change, but how close that is, I wouldn't like to say. I don't think it's imminent. It'll be a few years down the track yet. But other than that, they're just slowly improving efficiencies, but not a big change.
But there has been quite a few changes in solar panel technology in the time you've been here.
Yes, solar, there's not been a massive change in technology. There's been a big increase in efficiency and a big increase in or reduction in manufacturing costs. So the price of solar has come down considerably over the last 3 or 4 years. There are new panels, flat panels that's coming out. The efficiency is low, and if you've got unlimited space, they're a very good option, but most people are still going for the standard panels.
Well, in an area like Manawatu, you should have quite a bit of uptake for your whirligig.
Absolutely, this is a perfect spot for wind, absolutely perfect. Wellington, Manawatu are ideal spots.